Question from a regular, Penguin Terminal. Hello, we love our regulars. With the recent seizing of Samurai, oh gosh, I'll give some context into that in a sec. Will there ever be an anonymous privacy Bitcoin swapping tool? Also, do you predict that more privacy services will be seized or shut down by government agencies because criminals can use their platform? I think Samurai, so for those who haven't heard, Samurai is a wallet. It was a Bitcoin wallet that essentially mixed your Bitcoin directly in a single centralized ecosystem. The way they were doing this, I think, opened them up to a lot more, a much higher likelihood of being seized because it was so centralized in one app where like they could make the legal case that they were the people who were allowing this kind of illegal traffic to go through their software. I'm not super familiar on the legal side of this, but I do think things like end-to-end encryption are very different than things that could be fallen into like money laundering. I feel like the government does not screw around with money. So if what you're doing in any way, shape, or form could be used to hide money, I think that's a very different issue than like your messages on Signal being end-to-end encrypted or email or anything else that I'd say is more of like the core stuff that we focus on. And even stuff like prepaid debit cards and stuff like that, that's not going to suffer from this kind of issue. So the other thing too is Bitcoin itself isn't inherently privacy respecting. And so for you to have to make it privacy respecting, you have to in some ways like mix it and go through tools to obfuscate what you're doing with your Bitcoin, which I feel is a different issue than if you're just using something like Monero, which has the technologies built into it, so you're not actively doing anything different. So I think there's nuance to this. I don't fully understand all of it yet. I'm still like watching this unfold. I've been watching like Seth for Privacy's take on this on Twitter. He actually just interviewed me a few days ago, so you'll probably see me on Opt Out Podcast in the coming weeks. And some other people have given their thoughts as well on this whole Samurai situation. We've already removed it from the Techlore site. The moment, like within a few hours of hearing it was seized, it was gone from our site, and we're back to just recommending Monero. Samurai was the only way we could even recommend Bitcoin with any degree of privacy. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know if you have anything
Yeah,
to add there.
no, you covered pretty much everything I was gonna add. So I think it was good while it lasted, but it's like you said, at a protocol level, Bitcoin is just not going to be a private service. So I don't think that Bitcoin will ever be like a solid privacy tool in general that you can use. And maybe something like Samurai will come up and it'll work slightly differently and that'll last for a while and there will be ways to use it privately for some period of time again in the future. But I don't think that these services are going to last because the way that you have to build things on Bitcoin requires more like centralization, like what Samurai was doing and that kind of thing, where there's going to be some sort of central point of failure because it's not built into every single Bitcoin node and it's not something that's decentralized across all the users. It's going to be like service specific stuff that's going to improve privacy on Bitcoin. And that just is totally different than how something like Monero works, which is why Monero is just better for privacy.
Hey there, thanks for watching this Techlore clip. I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed this content, we have many other clips on this channel that you can get subscribed to. Otherwise, you can check out our full channel at Techlore where we talk about digital rights, privacy, security, open source, Linux, and many other exciting topics to keep you safer online. We'll see you over there, and we hope you enjoyed this clip.